out of the box, this is ridiculous, actually. So as you can see, initially there is so much more going on with the wood on this, and it's amazing. They did a really good job. This is a Sitka Spruce top as well. I love the color; it's really deep. And again, it's the way they finish these guitars, you can just see so much of the grain of the Sitka that's really stands out. Yeah, this guitar is really quality. I mean, it's the amount of features and just the look of it alone, the play, everything about it so far. I stumble over my words talking about it. It's really that good. The gloss, I love gloss finished guitars anyway, so you have a high-end gloss on this that really accents the wood well. The little insignias, I'm not sure what these are supposed to be, but they look really cool, right? It's on, they have the same insignia on the headstock as they did on the 314. This is a 512. And so just the little fret markers are just a little notation of a little extra class. And yeah, I mean, this is, it's like hot butter. It's just there. Yeah. Man, it's got everything. And the fact that it plays this good out of the box. Yeah, man. I'm going to talk forever, so I'll try to make this as concise as I can get it. Tonally, man. It's just, it has all the things. Wow. Yeah, I'm blown away. Definitely. Well done, Taylor. I'll just say that. Leave it there. Definitely, you feel the jump from the 3 series up to the 5, and it's just everything's just more emphasized. The playability, the tone, everything about it is just so much more emphasized. The action, I cannot get over how good this action is, because this guitar, it's an acoustic. Taylors have, in my opinion, I'm primarily an electric guitar player. When you grab a Taylor, it's an acoustic that you just play easy. It just fits your hands. So it's something that you can do all the things on. You know, you can do chorals things, lead things, all that. But the fact that they play this good straight out of the box is just crazy, because there are riffs on this that I could play that are electric guitar things like that you shouldn't be able to play on an acoustic. At least they don't feel like that, you know. And this Venetian Cutaway, when you have a guitar that plays this good, it really makes you want to explore more than just kind of chording and sitting around. But I mean, when you're here, and that's out of the box. So yeah, wow, this is good. They may not get this one back when I get done with it. Yeah, wow. So let's talk about it some, because I'll play this one all day. Sitka Spruce top, very beautiful color on this. You can see the figuring in the wood, the depth of the wood with the way they finished it. It's got some really nice binding on here. The back and sides are urban ironbark, and it just, wow. I mean, this guitar really, the quality, so let's talk about the back for a minute. The ironbark has a very rosewood-like tonal quality, which means basically, for guys like me, it just means that it's going to have a really good deep clarity. But at the same time, it has that across the tonal spectrum. So it's a really well-rounded tone wood. So no matter where you're playing, the dynamic of the guitar, soft, loud, wherever you go on the neck, it's going to just have this very well-rounded presence. So that's what that means, basically. But yeah, so man, the finish, the gloss on this is really, really really pristine. They did a really great job with this. It also has the tropical mahogany neck, which on their as they've stepped up, that's been one thing from the 2 series on up that stayed consistent, is the neck. It has the West African Crelicam Ebony fretboard. We already talked about these really cool, almost dove-like fret markers on here. And again, with the expression system too, that's really good. And again, it's going to accent every guitar. So the more tone wood, the higher end of the tone wood, it's going to showcase more. Definitely this guitar, hands down studio for sure. It's got a brilliance that's a little more clear than the 314. The 314 is super well rounded. This one has a little bit more emphasis on the clarity, just a little bit more. I think it's the certainly the Urban Ironbark that kind of brings that out. So yeah, it's going to be something. Man, what could you not use this on? It's definitely good for fingerstyle guitar stuff, especially again with the action coming out of the box. But you'll notice even on soft notes, there's just so much presence and clarity. Yeah, so it's just all the way up the neck. Everything's just there, and it's a really nice feeling when you grab a guitar and know confidently, no matter where I go, the tone's going to be very accurately represented. And certainly this would be a guitar that I would definitely take most anywhere. Definitely would lean into this heavy on the worship side, especially for the clarity. Yeah, so leading worship with this, taking it on stage. If I took this on tour, I would definitely be super cautious with it, and anybody that was around it, I would probably make sure that they were super careful as well, just because of the quality and the accentuated things that are on it, and certainly the price coming in at around $3,200–$3,300, I believe. It's not a guitar that you want somebody tripping over. Definitely, I mean, hands down, would be a great worship guitar, something to stand up when you're leading and know that that you've got this underneath you is a really good pad to be from. A lot of things in the worship world, we take so many things for granted, and we take so many things as like, oh, this is just going to get up and do this. But when you have a quality instrument like this that you're able to lean into when you're leading, it just removes so much more stress. I know it sounds weird, but when you're leading worship, the last thing you want to do is try to fight a guitar or fight an instrument or have to worry, is this going to be, am I going to capo up the neck? Is it going to retain? Am I going to be out of tune? Is it going to retain intonation? And certainly with a guitar of this quality, you don't have to really guess at anything. There's no guesswork. It removes all the variables and just creates a very good tonal platform for you to worship from. So yeah, and certainly, you could play this for your small groups and things like that, especially if you want to impress your friends at your small group. It's definitely a guitar flex to pull this one out, but it's a very beautiful guitar, and definitely tonally my favorite one that we've played so far. It's like you took aspects of the 114, which is a little bit more of the upper end clarity, and then some of the aspects of the 314 with some of the increased low end that was there, and then with this it just kind of has everything just seems to be firing just like it should. So it's a really, really quality guitar. So yeah, definitely would grab this and would use this anywhere I could get away with using it, with knowing that I would bring it home safely and intact. So this is a 512. Conversely, we've been playing 14 series up to this point. That means basically this has a little bit smaller body. You don't really notice a lot because of the different tone woods. Sound-wise, you're not going to be like, oh, that's a 12, not a 14. But what you do notice it is just the comfort of holding it and just putting your arm over it when you're playing. Again, I've played guitars and like jumbos and different things, different sizes of guitars, where you kind of feel like you're holding something. And there's nothing wrong with that. Obviously you are, but there's something to be said for just a little bit smaller body. Just kind of almost makes you forget that you're having something here. And again, it's not impeding your comfort zone to have this guitar with just that slightly smaller body makes it just feel more like it's fit for you, really. So it's a really cool size. I really dig this a lot. I've never played a 12, so this is refreshing. I like it a lot. Songs that I would write with this guitar, you know, and even playing the bluesy stuff and all the fun stuff, this, I guess just because the quality, it almost kind of makes you just kind of think more of a solemn reverence and, not to get preachy, but the glory of God and the presence of God is such a precious thing to our lives. And it may sound corny to kind of say a guitar makes you think of that, but truly when you hold something in your hands to play with, knowing that He's the one that gave you the talent to do it, it really just kind of helps you bring it all center. Like, God, you made these tone woods, you made everything, and yet you love us enough. So yeah, definitely would probably write a song just talking about how much I love Him. There is one song that definitely makes me want to play, though. See if I can play it correctly. Let's see. Definitely kind of pulls on that vibe. So yeah, I love this, man. Outfit for this guitar is definitely suit and tie. This is the suit and tie of this line for sure. Primo suit, yeah. Cufflinks on the shirt, the works. All the things. When I grab this guitar, like, it's screaming Brazilian steakhouse. Like, I want spicy picanha on the table, plantains, the works. This is upper echelon of everything that is food. So that's where I'm headed with this one.